Hello everyone. Welcome back to Timberborn in the Great Lakes districts. Beavers are just waking up, but it looks like we are very close to a bad tide approaching. I was trying to get more of this built between episodes. They've got quite a bit filled in for right now, but they've still got a ways to go. I don't know if I've tested out the automation that I have been able to get before. So this might be the first test that I have of the new automation that I set up. So just as a review, I don't know if I ended up going over it or not. So I've got this, which will measure the bad water, and this, which is also measuring bad water. Both of these are going to end up measuring and linking up with this. This is an OR. So if either this one or this one detects bad water, it's going to trigger this and that to close and this to open. If both of them are back to normal, then they will close. So I don't know if I've tested it out yet or not, so this might be the first bad tide that I'm actually testing it out on. Really hoping it works, because otherwise we're gonna be in big trouble. Might not be the end of the world, but well, I would rather have zero issues with bad tides if I can avoid it. I already am running borderline when it comes to this colony, so I don't really like the idea of this. That bad tide aside, I would like to actually look at revisiting this and seeing whether to do a temporary or a permanent setup on this. Sorry, pausing. Okay, so it has worked. We've got flooding here. That's fine. This is backed up, which is actually kind of great because this means that this is getting jammed up. So the only bad tide that we need to worry about going through here is just this, and this mixed with this should end up being all right. We've only got 5.3 days of this. Now, I probably should have built these a lot taller, just in case they end up spilling over, but I think we're all right because this is flowing through just fine. It's more than enough, so I think we're all right. So I just have to worry about the end of the bad tide, and that should be good. So back to this. These aren't really running, so there's no real point in having them here. So I am thinking that maybe I transfer all of these three over to here, even if it's temporary to hook it up to this until I get the full industrial setup working. Just because as of right now, they're really not doing a whole lot anyways, so there's no real point in having them sitting there like that. The biggest thing is, as of right now, with this wind going, we've got 1,000 horsepower going, which should be enough for all of this. As of right now, we're only using 370 horsepower with all of these machines going. So I think we're all right on that. So if I can replace these guys with that, then that should be fine. Then it'll only be this thing here that is going to be powered by that. So actually, we don't really need this. So I think I might leave this here as is. Only because until I end up shifting it so that I don't have any other like a replacement for this. I think this is perfectly fine as is. I might do this. Actually, let's leave it that. These are redundant, so I can clear those out. How much power do I need from this? I think these do 400, don't they? I need 400. They need 200 horsepower, so they only need like one of these. We'll leave all three of them there. It's fine. This is sort of working, so it's fine with that as well. I'll leave everything as is there. Let's clean this up. And they can get a jump on this. Even with this, they should be able to... This wind power should be enough to power everything. Now, this and this, I don't actually want to keep here. I want that to be over here. And working with the bad tide stuff, or the bad water. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is over here so that we at least have production available, because I'm going to need some of these things in order to make this work properly. So I'm going to leave that as is. But that should be enough to be able to get them going on this. And I just need to ramp up production on this once they are done. And we'll be good to move on to the next thing. So I think I'm going to just sit here and let them build away until either they finish this or the bad tide ends. Alright, so bad tide has ended. Let's check to see how things are going. This is still filtering out here, which is good because last setup I had didn't work. It immediately started dumping stuff here. Threshold slowly going down, and why is it not going down at all? Oh, there we go. It's almost there. That is taking a long time to flip over. I think the threshold on this is way too low. I'm going to increase to 2%. And that did it. I think some of this, enough residual bad water was coming through here that it wasn't lowering the percentage on this. But I think the thresholds on that are good now. So this is at 2%. This is at 1%. So this is going to flip off at 2%. So that should end up working out well. Otherwise, successful test. That's great. Just note for everyone out there, never ever test in production. This is why you never pest in production. I should have taken this offline and played around with it in a flat world or something to figure out how that works. I should not have had live viewers and a live game running. I think I figured it out. We shouldn't have any more issues. Well, the next time I messed up. Okay, so. And with that, they're almost done. So that's great. Oh, they're done. All done. So for right now, that's... I haven't. I don't care about that anymore, and they are up on... I got more than enough beavers to population right now. I definitely do need to consider what I'm going to end up doing next for as far as maintaining the population, because I am concerned about these numbers. And number one, I'm going to definitely need to increase the storage ability here and upgrade it, but I also would like to improve other things as well. So right now, what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to create some medium tanks here so that I can... Can this work? It can. Perfect. And I am going to empty these guys into that. I am going to empty... keeping this here might be a good idea, honestly. I mean, antidotes need to be at medical beds. So I think if I'm going to move this stuff, I think I'm going to need to build a hospital. And if I'm going to move this stuff and improve it, I need to make a food district or a food court near where they live, because they're going to come off of their work schedule and go eat, or they may end up going to bed first and then eating after they wake up. So they're still gonna have to come back to their home at some point, so having it near their home is probably going to be a lot better. I don't know. It might even improve things if I end up putting them close to their workstation. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But a lot of this stuff I can definitely improve. Do we don't have any gears? We don't have any gears. Why don't we have any gears? This guy's not working. Why is that guy not working? Okay. Do I have enough gears? Oh, because the gears are going into that. Okay. Okay. Fine. Well. I don't know what to do about that. Other than just leave it. I'm gonna put that there. Priority is this. I want you to put all of the gears into that. That's a lot. Because once that's cleared up there, I am going to that there. As weird as that might sound, I'm gonna do that instead and then figure out this later. Because I can, and that way if the beavers need to go this way, they can have a nice swim while they're at it. Alright, next. That's gonna be there. I am building farmhouses here. I am going to put in wheat. Just potatoes. Let's go with potatoes. And more sunflowers, I guess. They can reach out to there, so let's do all the way out to here. Now, I'm gonna need a spot to store this for now. So I think this is a very good time to start the food move. What am I thinking? Food court. That's what it is. So this complicated process or complicated thing here, I want to get rid of it and clean it up. I'd like to keep this as a skyscraper and just keep moving up in the world, but I might move it farther out, like move it or make it go farther this way. So maybe this area here would be good. I don't need a lot of storage, but yeah, that should be good. I'm going to get rid of this here. Like that. And actually, I should have moved this. Let's get rid of this here. Oh, I had these for this. Oh, I need to remove this. This needs to go. Like that. And you need to stop cutting those down. I forgot about this. I'm gonna need to have to replant some of this stuff here, I think. Oh! No, I've got it right here. I don't need to plant stuff. I've got a whole bunch of pine trees right over there. Oh, we can't reach very far. How about that? And I'm gonna move that there, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna end up moving that over here, and then these guys can be... Now, this is gonna be an issue because these are gonna end up dying from contamination every time that a bad water spill ends up coming through here. But I am thinking that if I redo this, I don't need floodgates because I don't need this to go in and out. I need it to permanently be stopped. Remove this, water comes into here, and then I can access this whole other side here. Yeah, and this shouldn't get contaminated again. And we're gonna get rid of that. And I've already filled those up. Oh well. Nothing to do about it now. It's fine. Okay, so that's gone. That's gone. Oh good, it's a drought. I mean, it's not good that it's a drought, but I mean, you know what I mean. And this is gone. I can delete this one. And I'm going to delete this guy here. And I'm gonna remove this stuff here. And these guys there. And then I can use all of this land here as farmland instead. And I can move this guy over to here. Like that. Get rid of that. And I'm gonna move this over to there. And that was probably a really bad idea. I'm gonna have to change priorities on this. You need to be #1 priority, and sure, why not? Now we need to get rid of this here. Like that. Oh, I've got Spatterdock way in there. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It's good. Maybe not seem to be doing a whole lot of Spatterdock. Because I'm limited in how much I can process. Yeah, he's producing a lot of grilled Spatterdock. Okay, so next I need this guy to be over here. Like that. Put a priority on these guys. And then plant. I need to plant some trees, pines. I need all of this to be pines. And then all of this is going to be pine resin. I need this guy to replant dead trees not marked for cutting, so that all of these end up getting replaced. What else have we got? That should take care of that. We'll clean up this mess here. And in fact, I'm going to prioritize getting rid of this stuff here. And just because it makes me feel better, I am going to delete this. So I really like being able to just delete it right out of existence. It's so much nicer to do it that way. Okay. So we're good on this. This is going to end up being replaced here. When this gets finished, I can delete out these guys. This one, yes. I need to wait till this is done to delete that out, and then we're good on that. How are we over here? This is good. We are slowly climbing with that. These are gone. Clean up the messes, guys. So I think that I am going to build the first set of replacements for this. And this is going to be for planks. This is going to be for treated planks. This is going to be for metal blocks. And then I am going to not accept goods into these guys anymore. Same with this. I am not going to accept anything into this anymore. And then I'm going to place this here like that. So I have planks, I have treated planks, I have that. I'm going to do you know what? I might move all the industrial over here and then keep everything here and just bring everything in here. So let's do that instead. And I'm gonna make that this. I'm gonna make this those guys, and then we'll do dirt just in case. I mean, we're gonna eventually get that anyways. And now I'm going to not accept anything from these guys. And then everything from this should eventually make their way over to this. Theoretically. Provided I did everything. It isn't always the case. Alright. This here can go here. This can go here like that. That is gonna be like that, and then prioritize that guy, because once this is built, I'm gonna get rid of this, and then we'll have 2 in a row. In fact, I can probably do 3 in a row. I'm going to replace this road here with this one. What do we got here? We got Spatterdock. I'm going to not accept Spatterdock here, and I'm going to accept it over here. So, where's Spatterdock? Explosives! I need to move explosives somewhere, and those guys are there. How much space do I need? So I need that and that, right? So what if I do this here like this? So I'll do that, that, and that. And I'll leave this open in the middle. For something. I don't know what, but we'll do it that. So this is going to be explosives. So that I can get rid of this. This is grilled Spatterdock, and this is dandelions. Dandelions I need for this one. So what I might do is this. Prioritize that. Which we don't have enough gears and planks to do anyways. But if I can prioritize that, I can dump this into that, get rid of this, move this over to here. I only need dandelions for this guy. I don't need dandelions for anything else, I don't think. Food-wise, it's meaningless. Oh, that's done. Oh, demolish. Oh, I need to... Oh, you can't just delete them anymore. Oh, well, that's interesting. You used to be able to just delete them. Now you can't. You actually have to demolition them. Huh. And what do you know? I am going to get rid of this though. And that. And so that we can do this, I can put large warehouse here, make this like this, and then this is gonna be spiral staircase like that, spiral staircase like that, link that up there like that, and then do this. I don't know if I like that idea. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Yeah, so ultimately I need to get up to this point. I need something temporarily set up for this so that I can still access these guys. Do I? I mean, if I can do grilled spatterdock here, move that. I just delete this and put it on the ground. That should be more than enough. I don't need this because it's empty. I don't need that because that's empty. Which means I can also delete out that. And do that. That was a terrible idea. Oh, that was a really terrible idea. Eh, whatever. It's a bunch of logs. We got lots of logs. It's fine. It's fine. It's only going to bother me. It's fine. So wasteful. Okay. What was I doing? I'm gonna do this. Like this. Yeah. I like this. So this should spiral, so I should be able to just do a loop every time. And this... And this should work correctly. Like, I should still be able to keep looping up as I build this farther and farther. Yeah. Yeah. So... why am I flooding? Why am I flooding? That better be temporary. I really need to fix this. Is that... I don't like that at all. Okay, next. That's gotta be built at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna put a priority on that just because I can't stand it sitting there. Okay, that is there. This should be emptying. I'm gonna prioritize haulers, and they should be fine. I'm going to build another hauler somewhere. Right here, I think. Although, actually, how many haulers? Oh, I'm only using 6 of them. There we go. Got lots of beavers right now. Maximize that, and we're good to go. We need to get this guy here prioritized. This is gone. That's carrots, that's that. That's potatoes, that's grilled potatoes. What are these guys? That is paper. That is berries. So... oh, how about I do that? So, yeah. Okay. Idea. So instead of this idea that I ended up having here, I can keep the dandelions here. I don't need a lot of dandelions for this. That's why I don't really want to build one of these. As of right now. I might still do that later, but as of right now, it's fine. I will do this to be paper. I will empty this of paper into it. Switch this to dandelions. Empty this into that. Right? No, because they're getting the dandelions from the other thing first. That's not gonna work. Yeah, sort of. Done. Good enough. You can clean it up later. And since that's the case there, I don't need this anymore. That grilled spatterdock thing can stay where it is for now, because I don't need to worry about doing that. And you guys can clean up that mess. I can do that. And how about... oh, I can't delete all of that. Right? Can't delete all of that because I still need access to this. Okay, grilled spatterdock. Empty. Prioritize. Get them into this here. Do that. And that. You guys have to sleep? Why are you sleeping? You shouldn't have to sleep. It's fine. There we go. Alright. Done. Gone. Everything is gone. And good. And I'll build another storage over here. And go from there. Okay, so done. That is done. I can clean that up as well. So I think we're actually pretty good. Moved over the spatterdock there. So that is that taken care of. I still need to move this stuff over to here, which is fine. They'll need to build stuff. What stuff do I need to put into here? What tangible stuff? I don't have a storage spot for those. So that means I can get rid of that and that. Planks thing is done, so I can get rid of those. Not that they were accepting anything anyways. And all of those are gone. Clean, clean, clean. All good. And now I can fix up this here. Like that. I'm not sure what else to do. I really like the idea of having this here. Do I need this much space? Yeah, I guess I kind of do. What I was just thinking is I need something to process this wheat. And that is a grist mill. Grist mill needs power. So having windmills and water wheels kind of makes sense, connecting it to the grist mill, and kind of like the aesthetics for it, because, you know, wheat fields, windmills, with the grist mill, kind of, I don't know. I like the idea. But at the same time, fertile land is best served with not having the fertile land being taken up by things that don't need fertile land. So I don't know. But I think that that's gonna have to be for another day. I am quite happy with the amount of things that I was able to get done today. Quite a bit of progress. I'm just gonna... I wonder if I can finish this in time. Not really. No. Oh! I'm missing planks. Weird. This is actually almost done. What else is needed for this? Pine resin, I don't really care because it's small amounts. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna leave that for now. And yeah, so that's almost done. Oh, I've got a lot of injured beavers. 6 of them that's injured. I only have 2 bags. Alright, I am definitely gonna end up having to put a priority on a hospital at some point very soon, because I have way too many injured beavers. And in fact, I've got so many injured beavers that I have 9 spots that are not being used. 9 buildings that don't have people working at them. But I guess I'll worry about that catastrophe later. It'll. I think I've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm happy with the way that things are at now. I will have to fix that issue in the next one because I don't have any more time for this one. It's going on a little bit long. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you liked it, please like, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on new episodes coming out and any other things that I'm going to be doing on the channel. I really appreciate all the people that have already subscribed. It really does help a lot, and the likes that I've had, I'm really appreciative of everything that everybody's done. But that'll be it for me for this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.